Good morning. This is the overview for week 2 of LIB 280. So in this week, you're going to start reading the textbook. So you're going to read chapters 1 and 2. You're going to do some other readings on bias and stereotypes. And I will do this almost every single week. I will have additional readings or videos for you to watch that supplement and complement the textbook chapters. You'll have a short quiz this week. The quiz has, I think, 7 questions, a couple multiple choice, a couple true false, 1 matching, and 2 short answer ones. You'll have 2 hours to take the quiz, and you have 1 attempt. The quiz is due by midnight of next Monday, which is the 5th. There's also, this is the first week for your journal posting as well, and I have a little bit more to say about that in a minute or two. So one of the things about critical thinking is it's kind of a habit. It's a mindset. It's about being open, but also being skeptical at the same time. It's really a balancing act. It's not, it's being able to deal with ambiguity. It's being able to search for alternative interpretations. There's a lot going on. It isn't something you're going to, I hate to break this to you. You are not going to be an expert critical thinker by the end of this class. You're just not. Nobody is. It's not something that happens in a day, a month, a year even. It's a mindset where you commit yourself to keep continuing to learn about the biases you have or that others might have, about assumptions you're making. It's the continual search for alternative interpretations and perspectives. For me personally, it's been I use Twitter, so I've been trying to follow different people that aren't librarians, for example, or aren't academic librarians. So just to hear some different thoughts, and it's really been, I've enjoyed it. Some people, tweet too much so that I stop following them. But it's something that's I'm trying to push myself a little bit. You're never going to be finished as a critical thinker. And it's not like you'd reach some point in 5 years and you're like, I am now this expert critical thinker. That's not going to happen. But I'm hoping in this class you'll start building the skills and the mindset to become a critical thinker. I think this one and the last 2 are probably the ones I want you to concentrate on most, is that trying to avoid oversimplification. I put this into the whole, there isn't just this or that. There's usually more than 2 options. There isn't just black and white. There's a whole continuum of gray in between. And just sort of being aware of that. And that often there is no one right answer. And the answer is because, and then other things. If this is true, then this is the answer. And if this is true, then this is the answer. So often there's not one right answer. And we're going to explore that in your journal posts and your discussion posts. You're going to, there isn't necessarily a wrong or right answer when you respond. I may comment and try to get you to maybe elaborate on your answer and clarify your answer, but there isn't necessarily a wrong or right answer. The whole book is based around questions and about the power of questions. And just thinking, what are the questions I have about this? Now, I have this little warning on here that how you phrase a question can determine whether or not the conversation moves forward instead of shuts down. So you want to be more like, and this is written as a statement, but really it's a question where you say, tell me more about this, instead of, why did you do that? You're trying to get the person to talk more, not shut down. So think about the tone of voice you use in a question, how you phrase it. Those are some of the things you want to start working on, those skills, because the only way to be a critical thinker is to get more information. And the way you get more information in a conversation is to ask questions. So the journal assignment starts this week. It's going to be every other week. Please review the rubric, and I'm using what's called a weighted rubric. So you may score in the highest category on one concept part of the journal post, and maybe in the next highest on the next one. So I will add all of those points together to get your score. They're due Mondays by 11:59 p.m. I'm trying to be really consistent about that, because one of the things students told me in the spring is they really wanted like a consistent due date so they know how to structure their week. Um, I've given you a couple of questions, and you just need to pick one of them to respond to, whichever one kind of sparks some ideas. Okay. Each time we give a journal post, they will be focused on whatever we're covering either that week or the week prior. Okay. So this is a case where this is kind of like you're going to share your thoughts on this, but you're also telling me that you've read the materials when you do these journal posts. So that's it for this week.